everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosemary. This is Rosemary's You Rock Art. If you are returning, thank you. I truly appreciate it. If you are checking this out for the first time, I hope you stick around. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and hit that bell so you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Welcome to Mishmash Monday. Over the weekend, I participated in the mamcollage with us, and that is created and hosted by Melody over at Melody Made, Annie over at Annie Creates, and Melissa over at By Mimi with Love. I had so much fun participating in that. It's going to be a monthly collaboration, and they're going to be sending us prompts for next month. Well, I love collaging. I've told you before, I love swap and glue. And so I was thinking about this weekend. I did just this side of the page and I didn't do this side. And I'm thinking usually when I do swap and glue, I do both pages. And I'm like, why did I not do that? Well, today I am going to kind of finish this collage on that side of the page. So I'm going to flip the camera around and just kind of show you how I put all of that together. Here we go. I'm getting ready to just paint the sky blue. Nothing fancy, nothing too elaborate. But before I do, I just want to show you this little tip. I usually put a cutting mat between pages when I'm working on one, just so I don't get either glue or paint on the next page, and it keeps it as, you know, crisp as possible. So I've shook this paint up. I think it's called baby blue. It might be called sky blue. So that's what I'm using. That's what I used for this side of the page. And I got a brush that has, you know, kind of a wide bristle. I don't know anything about painting. I've never taken lessons. I don't know anything about painting, so keep that in mind. So I'm just going to get some paint on my brush. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to actually bring a little closer to me. Hopefully my head is not going to get in the way. I'm just going to, you know, brush some paint on. That's all I'm doing. And just kind of spread it around. This is kind of a little harder than working on canvas. It's not like quite what I'm used to, but you know, I'm just gonna brush it around. If the paper comes through, it might look like a little few clouds. So I'm gonna do a little bit more and just create a background. That's kind of what I just want to do. And I'm going to kind of go as even as here, you know, like the page before, and just kind of create this, kind of cover it up a little bit. And to me, like here where the white's showing through and it didn't get completely covered, you know, to me that might be a few clouds peeking through. So that's what I'm going to just say it is, kind of like that. I'm going to a little bit more. And again, you know, I just enjoy doing this. You know, I've never taken lessons. I just one day bought paint and one day bought brushes, and I just have fun with it. I really, really do. You know, the thing that I keep in mind is, you know, you can always rip this page out, or if it's a canvas and you don't want to, you know, throw it away, paint over it. So, okay, that to me, you know, do a little bit over here. To me, that looks all right. I'm going to put a little more on, you know. So, I hope you guys are all doing good. We had a really quiet Sunday. We went to some friend's house for dinner, had an awesome time. There was, you know, 3 couples. So we had a really good time visiting and just enjoying each other's company. All right, there's my sky, okay? Let's see. Yeah, there's my sky. I think that is just fine. It's a background. So I'm going to just kind of let it dry for just a second, and I'll come back and start doing the leaves. But I'm going to kind of turn a blow dryer on and let it dry for just a second. All right, I'll be right back. All right, before I do the leaves, I'm actually going to do the carnations. So I'm using this stencil. I got this from Dollar Tree, and I'm just using a little piece of masking tape right there, and it's not going to hurt the surface. At least that's been my experience. And so I wanted to start off with this flower here. It just has a basic shape. And then I'm using this, I think it's textured paste. So I'm just going to get a little bit because a little goes a long way. So I'm just using my brush. And I'm just going to kind of hold the stencil down, but I'm just going to start applying it. And it goes on thick, well, it is thick, and that's all I'm doing. So I want to just do that. And just make sure it's even all the way around. Okay. And I actually, let's see, I got a little right there. Okay, so there is one. Okay, I'm going to set my brush down a second, move my paste over before I put my elbow in it. Then I'm going to lift this carefully, and there's your first flower. I'm going to just rotate the stencil, and I'm going to do another flower. Let's see, probably, decisions. I don't want to get the stencil in that paste, so let me flip it around this way. Yeah, I think I'll do it right here. Okay, take the masking tape off that side and put it over here, just to help me hold it down. And I'm going to hold that down and get me some more paste. I got these paste at American Crafts Warehouse when I was in Provo last summer, and I'd never used them or, thought to use them. But I know that with stenciling, they say this is kind of the better thing to use rather than paint. I don't know that, but okay, now I'm going to start my second flower. Just go all the way around. There we go. I might need to get a little more. I don't really actually want to lift my stencil or really move anything, so I'm just going to try to spread it around evenly. Okay, I think that's all right. Okay. Okay, let me put that aside, and I'm going to carefully lift this. And there's my second flower. I'm going to pause. Well, let me see if I can do one more. I'm actually going to pause the video and kind of let that dry for just a second. Then I want to add another one here, and we'll see where we go with that. But that's how I did the flowers to begin with. That's the base of the carnation. All right, I'm ready to move on to the leaves, and I went ahead and did all the flowers that I wanted to. I'm letting them completely dry. They're pretty much dry. It seems like this paste dries pretty quickly, just like the acrylic paint. So I pulled out the dark green, and I pulled out a brush that has an angle to it. You see that? I'm trying to get used to where the camera is. Okay, it has like an angle. So I'm just going to grab some paint. And, all right, let's start creating some leaves. I'm going to do one up here. Just like that. Kind of go down one side and down another. Okay, try that again. They can be smaller. And then I like to kind of, just what I think a leaf looks like, kind of like that. Okay, just kind of all over the place. Let's see. Some can go off the page. Yeah. I did have to get another mat because the other one was just too messy. And you know, leaves kind of have their own shapes and stuff, but they don't have to look perfect either. Thank goodness. Okay. And I'll fill this in and highlight them with some gold. Okay. And I still need to work on some more on the flowers, so they're not done by any means. Okay. Let's see, a few more. Okay. I'm gonna say that's pretty good. Maybe a little one down here. Okay. I just kind of see where they might need some more color. And again, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is fun. Okay. Kind of putting like a better shape to my leaves here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, for now, I think that's okay. 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 I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna come back and put red on the carnations and show you how I create the carnations out of these flowers. All right, I'll be right back. All right, here comes the really fun part. I'm going to be creating the carnations, and to me they look like they have little dots on them, and I'm using this brush. It's an old brush where the bristles are very worn and they're stiff. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I have my red, and I'm just going to grab some paint like that, and then I'm going to tap it on my paper plate to make sure there's not a bunch of paint, so I don't want it to be globby. And all I'm going to do is do this. That's all I'm doing to create that carnation look. At least that's what it looks like to me. Okay, and grab more paint. Maybe go in a circular motion like that. I'm going to come back and add white 2 at 2, and probably going to add gold too, just to make it a little to sparkle. So when I said I did a pouncy motion, this is what I mean. Okay. kind of making sure that it kind of looks even to me. Kind of adding a little bit. And that brush really does hold quite a bit of paint, so. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. And you can do this forever. Oh, all right. I'm going to let that dry. I'll be right back. Okay, next, I'm going to use the same paintbrush, but I, rinsed it off. And my blue was dry in here, so I just added some white. And that's going to be like more little spots on the flower. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Just make sure I don't have too much. And just add white. Kind of to highlight it, I think. Okay. That might be too much on my... If you think you have too much paint on your brush, just tap it on your paper plate. And then just lightly tap. Okay. I think I got too much on that one. That's okay. I'll come back with my brush a little dry and see if I can take some of that off. Okay, let's see if I can. Let's see. No, I'm adding more. Anyway, I think it's fine. I like the other ones that had too much, so I might come in with a little bit of red. But, of course, I have to let that dry. So let me let this dry, and then I will be back in just a second. To kind of fix this flower where I added too much red, or too much of the white, I let it dry, and then I went back and put more red in there, let that dry, and then I just added a teensy bit of white. And then I went back and added just a little bit more white to each of those, just a little bit. So now I'm going to add gold on top of where the flowers are. I'm just going to add a little bit of gold. So I'll be right back. I'm going to add some gold to the flowers. So last time I used this paint, and it's a pretty gold, but I love my gold glitter glue. Isn't that sparkly, shiny? It's bright. So I'm just going to use the same paper plate that I used for the green. I'm just going to add some right there. Using that same worn out brush, I rinsed it out. I'm going to grab some glitter glue and tap it, make sure I'm not grabbing too much, and just pounce on the flowers. I cannot see if I'm adding anything, so I'm just going to say I am. And when I'm done, I'll take a close look. Oh, I think I am, because I can see a sparkle. Okay, and so let me take a look. I'm going to tilt it to see. Oh, yes, there is. So I might add a little more just because, you know, who doesn't like a lot of sparkle? So I'm just going to add more. In this case, more is better with glitter glue, right? Okay, so now what I want to do is get my gold metallic, no, it's a gold glitter marker that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go and outline the leaves. All right. Okay, to add a little highlight to the leaves, I am using this gold glitter marker that I got from Dollar Tree. I love these things. These are really, really good. So all I did, because I already did this, I forgot I was filming. I just kind of, you know, put a little bit of this gold, especially around the edges, like kind of that. And if I get my head in the way, so sorry. So you can kind of see it on this one right up there. So that's all I did. It just, and then this one you can see it here, the little streaks right in here. So right in there, like right there, you know, where the vein is, kind of, okay? And like that, just to give it a little bit of highlight. That's all I do to that, to the leaves. And pretty much, so this portion of the painting is, I would say, done. So I will add something to the sky. I may add some more bees, but I don't think I have any more bees. So I don't think I could add any more bees over here. But I don't know. I'll see if I can add something to the sky, and that'll kind of complete this project. Now I feel like it's balanced. Love it. I really didn't think I had any more of those bees, but I thought butterflies. Yes. So these are like foam butterflies. I think they're stickers. Yep. So what I'm doing is basically kind of looking over the painting and seeing where there is too much white space. And I'll just add a butterfly. So I'm going to add all these butterflies. None of these are stuck on the page yet. And it looks like the backing is kind of hard to get off. So I'm just going to do that. And then, oh, that wasn't too bad. So see how there's this space here? I'm just going to add, oh, let's just add it like that. That looks good. I got another one here. Okay. Right there. Here's another one here. And these are really pretty, and it adds dimension. Add that there. Here's another one here. And it just kind of fills the page up, and maybe some imperfections. Kind of brings it all together, I think. Okay. Oh, these are super, super sticky. Let's go this way. All right. And then there's one more. I think this is the last one. I usually put an odd number on my page. I never know why. To me, I just like it that way. And then to the sky, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. So I'm going to leave it as is right now. Okay. And let's see, which way do we want him going? Maybe like that. That looks pretty good. Let's see, there's 5. Kind of feel like there needs to be one down here. Let me just grab another, and I don't want a big one, I want a little one. And that's all I seem to have is all large ones. What about a half one? Like right there. We'll see. Okay, let me kind of decide on what I'm doing. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, seeing how I create the carnations and the leaves and the sky. All right, be right back. This page. Now I feel like this collage project is complete. So let me show you what I added to the sky after all. I added a few airplanes. So that's how I create the sky and the leaves, the carnations, and how I fill in a page. So I hope you guys enjoyed this process. It was a lot of fun for me, and I hope you liked the camera angle. Quite a while back when I started Workshop Wednesday, I had my camera across the craft table, and I felt like that was too far away, even though it was pointing at my page. I felt like it was too far away, so I've been trying to figure that out. So I think that worked. I didn't seem to get my head in the way too much. So anyway, I'll continue working with that. Thanks for hanging out with me on Mishmash Monday. Be safe, be happy, be positive, and until next time, you guys rock.